We are loaded in now. What's going on, everybody? We're about to get loaded up. We just coming back on. We played some Fortnite earlier today. We ended up playing some Dead by Daylight as Killer earlier. If you missed that stream, you can hop over to my YouTube and check that out. It is quite a long stream. I didn't break it up into pieces. So, if y'all want to take a look at that or see how the gameplay was, pop over there. I played as. Had to trying to see if something was going on with the load in that caused that not to work. So. Alright, there we go. Went the only last time we were tonight. See if Alright guys, we're having some issues with this. We're trying to get loaded in with Care Bear and them. Let me see if I can jump in with them. Alright guys, we're gonna try to get where we got for a group of us playing together. I'm gonna send Vinyl an invite. I'm gonna send Care Bear an invite. And then have Care Bear send CJ an invite if he wants to play with us. We are going to play some Haunted by Daylight. This is a new mode they pull out about every year that's got some extra perks to it. Some just like 2v8 or the other one we played, Lights Out mode. They have some character specific stuff going on. Alright guys, and like I said earlier, we played some Fortnite earlier. We played played okay as far as my gameplay went. We could have had some better runs. I actually ended up throwing myself off a cliff like my second game in, thinking I had water below me. I did not. So it ended up with me pretty much yeeting myself off a cliff to see if I. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna get readied up. Make sure I've got everything the way I want it. I've got technician, iron will, alert, and windows of opportunity, medkit. Yeah, I think we're good for this first one. If you're just joining in with us at this time, we are playing DVD tonight with Care Bear, Vinyl Vixen, which is Lady Red Snapdragon on Twitch, which should be changing to the Vinyl Vixen here soon. She'll be back streaming in November, and then we're playing with CJ right now, another guy that we started playing DVD with on a regular basis. My other half has played a little more with him, but I've played a couple trios with him, and we're gonna get going here in this match, and see if we can't pull out a W for the survivors right out the gate. All right, guys. Um, we are gonna pick a challenge for this one. You know, safely unhook a survivor. See if we can't get some extra shirts, some clothing for some of our characters that are unlocked. It looks like wait times tonight and DVD are going to be a little bit as far as Survivor goes on Haunted by Daylight. guys. We're about to get loaded in. I do appreciate anybody who's come in and hung out with us today, or whether it be earlier or if you're just peeking in real quick to see what this stream is about. We appreciate you coming in for even for a second. Every little bit of notification this channel gets helps me get it started and get it rolling. We are trying to get back to being consistent about when we're going to play. We had a little incident during Hurricane Helene. We had a pine tree fall on our house. So we are in the process of trying to get that taken care of, which is finally off. It's just doing the repairs. And then with that being said, we kind of took that time off, and then I had a bunch of big tests with school as well, which is something that I've brought up in one of the stream earlier. I'm actually thinking about doing it. If you're interested in knowing or live in the state of Florida, interested in knowing what it takes to get your A&P license to be able to work on airplanes, I was thinking about doing a couple little Twitch streams trying to give some information out there, because it's one of the fastest growing industries as far as needing people, and I know people can always use help learning a new trade, especially in the way the world is today. So that is one of the ideas I had for my stream. I also wanted to get a tripod so I can do some live streaming while I'm out on the water, whether it be on shore fishing or out on a boat or something. A little connects to a like clamp or something, so I can put it on the boat and clamp it down and have it streaming while I'm out on the water that way. It also help in case if there's any incidences out there. They help with anything like that just in case. But that's kind of the idea. If you go over and check out my YouTube, which is Cowboy420, um, I also I also have a video right now of a shark that we caught out in here in Northeast Florida. Legion. But yeah, we got about a 6-foot shark about 2 years ago in Northeast Florida. And if you want to take a look at it, it's real quick video, little clip. We actually missed one of the best parts about that fish, getting that shark in. And I'll give him a shout out. My best friend, the shark had actually cut the line. And when he cut the line, my best friend went to about shin deep water, grabbed the shark by the tail and drug it back up on the beach so we could get the hook out of it. But with that being said, we're gonna see if we can get this freaking bin done. I always start with this one and then I end up getting caught, so. Me and Vinyl right now are on generators. Care Bear looks like she's healing up, and I don't know if she's going to go get Savage. Alright, I see Legion. It's coming this way, I think, yeah. We're almost done, hopefully. If you notice, I do run alert a lot. I like having alert on, just for the simple fact that you can with alert on, you can see where the killer's location is. Kind of keep track of him, especially if he's vaults or does a break action, which is break a pallet or kick a generator. It helps you kind of keep track of where he's at. He's after Savage again. Looks like Care Bear is the how did he find me? I've got Iron Will on. I've got headed to him. Hopefully I get there in time. I should. I think the killer went into the void, so be careful. Because I started getting a heartbeat while I was in there. Alright. He's over on the other side. I get Savage healed up real quick. Unless he's got a health perk on. Which, I mean, that nurse's perk is pretty good, where it notifies you in case somebody is healing another survivor. Alright, we're back to reset. We're healed up. See if we can't find a chest at some point. He ran right into him. That's two. Alright guys, we're doing alright so far. Savage is having a bad night with the killer. I'm halfway through. I'm hoping I can get this done before the Legion comes down this way. Oh, that's bull crap. And I tugged off. Alright guys, I'm sorry I was quiet during that whole thing. Uh, there was some stuff about that match I kind of didn't like, but we did okay. Alright, guys. That could have been a better match, but yeah, there were some good moments in that match. I got him back and forth. I don't know what he was doing, so or they were doing. Alright, guys, we're gonna get a different. Alright, guys, if you come in for just a second, or you've been here for the whole time, I do appreciate you coming in and hanging out tonight. We are getting loaded into Haunted by Daylight. It's another one of those series they bring back every year right around Halloween. Um, it's a fun little addition. There's some like void energy you can pick up. Killers can smash pumpkins too. Like I said earlier, I've always liked smashing pumpkins. Haha, haha. Do do do. And tonight we're playing with a couple great people on DVD. We're playing with my other half, Cowboy420ttv-Come Say Hi. If you don't find my stream up to your speed, or you want somebody who's a little more interactive, I'm slowly trying to get better about that. Go over and check her stream out. We're both trying to get affiliated. I think she's right in that area where she's got everything done. And then, if not her, our friend Lady Red Snapdragon is her Twitch name, but her gamer tag is Vinyl Vixen. Um, it will be switching to that here soon, and then we have Savage Boy, which is our good buddy CJ, on Twitch and on Xbox. Uh, Go over there, check out some of their streams. I have a YouTube if you can want to catch up on how some of the streams have gone. They are full streams, so some of them are kind of long. There's a couple clips in there, some Fortnite, a couple DVD saves as far as being saved as a survivor, and then there's a shark fishing video on there, and like I said, some of the other long DVDs and Fortnite streams, some of my earlier sports streams, which I haven't done one of those in a while. I actually need to get in and try to get a couple new games. Tiny Gaming actually gave me a suggestion. I think I'm going to try to get Elder Ring at some Elder Ring at some point for Xbox, so I can try to stream that for you guys. I've heard a lot of good things about Elder Ring. Dark Souls 3 is another one. My best friend plays Dark Souls, absolutely loves Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3. Um, the camera view always messed me up, but I should be used to it because I absolutely love Devil May Cry, and that had a real odd camera angle to it. So, with that being said, we're loading in now. We're going to get into this match and see if we can't get a W for the survivors on this one. We're over here at Orbit, which I'll take. anybody? I am too. I haven't heard a heartbeat. And I wonder if it's Bing Bong. Well, I haven't heard that either. Usually you hear the ding at least once. Oh, Ghostface! Yep. That was well played. He got me pretty good on that one. If I wasn't such a horror movie fan, and jump scares are very rare get me, that was good. That one would have got me though if I wasn't such a big fan. That was good. Like that was awesome. I think Savage is trying to get me off the hook. Is CJ AFK? Alright guys, we got reset, see if we can't get back into this thing, try to get some help to these gens, because we've definitely not been a help yet. I mean we got what's who disconnected? The killer disconnected. Oh. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. We'll take that as a W for the first one. Yeah, that kind of sucked. It happens from time to time. I thought we were gonna get wiped. Yeah, 'cause that killer looked like he was gonna be a challenge. So guys, I'm gonna give a real quick shout out to a couple people. I'm gonna give the first shout out. I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to Cowboy420ttv. She's on streaming right now. She has done my moderating for me since I started. She is my other half. Um, but she got. Hmm? Okay. Um, hey, Tiny, welcome in. Um, but I want to give a shout out to Cowboy420ttv. Go over and check her out. She hit 50 followers today. We're just trying to figure out if she got it within that month time period to get affiliated because she had everything else, and I think she finally started getting enough um, live viewers or viewers consistent, and then the chatters. And then we're doing great, Tiny. Everything's kind of getting back to normal after the storms, and we're all getting got the house back to normal almost. Just got some repairs we got to do, but we're doing all right. Getting things going on. Had some big tests last week with school, and or this week with school, so that's why I've taken like the last 2 weeks, really, with the storms and everything. Welcome in, Honeybee. Appreciate the follow. These guys are waiting on me to ready up. Sorry. But yeah, Care Bear got her 50 followers, so give her a shout out. Trying to get both of us affiliated. Just something new to try to do since we both game a lot in the evenings. If we're not out doing something on the weekends, we're usually here playing video games, Dead by Daylight together or Fortnite. Um, all right, nice. Well, welcome in. We appreciate all the support, guys. We really do. And I'm glad y'all come in and follow us and show us the love. This is the reason, like you guys coming in being like this is the reason why we started a Twitch. To be honest, is we watched that community on Sally's stream, which is the one of the other people I'm gonna give a shout out to here in just a second. But we watched that with all the community in there and how much everybody like builds up and supports it. We were like, you know what? Why don't we give it a shot? And at first, it was just going to be Care Bear because I kind of turned her into a monster when it come to DVD. I introduced it to her about 2 years ago, and she just took off with it. And we we decided that we were going to try to get her set up. I was going to support her any way I could. I already played DVD with her, so I was going to be on her stream playing with her. I just wasn't going to be streaming myself. And then one day I just decided, um, screw it. I'm going to hop into it. So we are slowly getting me there. I'm up to 15 now. Actually, one of my brothers come in and decided to join us in the follow today, which Jack, I appreciate it, Bubba. I appreciate all the support, guys. This helps me if we can get affiliated and get things going. This helps me, gives me something to work on. Not only just like my gaming, but I'm going back to school for an A&P license, and I'm getting a little older, so I'm actually going for a management style degree. So I'm hoping that this helps me with speaking in front of people a little bit because I do okay if it's just me and my buddies in a group and I'm telling stories and all that, but I get up in front of a big group and I have a tendency to stutter and then get really, really nervous. So I'm hoping this helps me with it just a little bit, get a little more fluid in my speaking. Um, but yeah, we appreciate all the support, guys. It's awesome to have you guys in here watching us tonight, and hopefully we can get a W for you guys while we're on stream tonight. If it sounds like I'm moving, I'm getting growled at in my room by my own little demon dog that's like 6 pounds. I've got a little fur baby. His name's Dozer. He is literally like my baby. I've had him since he was about or I say I've had him since he was about 4 weeks old, but I was there the night he was born. A friend of ours had him, and I went over and picked him out. And after that, I've had him ever since, except for about a year worth. But he's my baby. He's spoiled freaking rotten. That's Care Bear's fault. And then we have another one. His name's Dopey. He's a little brat too, but he's my bologna roll with legs. He's our chunky boy. And then we are currently watching my baby brother's dog, the youngest. Um, his name's Tyson. We're trying to find him a home at the moment. I think things are looking good in that aspect as far as finding a good place. Our place is just a little too small. Mommy. She got me. Oh, she got me. I got hung up on the thing. Flopping bodies is what it should be called. They're adorable, Tiny. They are rotten. The Dopey is tan and white, and his face has got a lot of white in it. They're almost 13 right now. And then, they're both, like I said, they're both about 13 right now. And then, Dozer is actually the oldest by like, I want to say a minute and a half or less. They're from the same litter. I actually got really lucky that we were able to get the first one because the guy who actually owned the two, he didn't want the first one, which was Dozer. So I asked him if I could have him, and then about 8 years ago, we moved into a place here in Northeast Florida, and a good friend of mine was living there, and she had Dopey, and she actually ended up losing her place. And when that happened, we took him in, and we've had him ever since. So that he's our baby. So. Whoever this is with the Vommy Mommy is a good shot. I'm trying to outrun her. I guess I irritated her. Whew, that was a good little run. I couldn't sprint enough, I was exhausted. So she was able to get me. She's coming back to check. Looks like this might be a quick match for me, guys. She keeps double back and making sure nobody ain't. Look. Somebody's coming, but. Oh, is that you? Care Bear? Alright, cool. Yeah, she's hanging along long enough that my meter is actually moving up. Alright guys, sorry for that little bit of quiet. I was kind of focused in on not getting caught again. I was trying to figure out, I didn't realize my med kit's not working for some reason. I guess I don't need it. After Savage right now. Alright guys, we're doing okay on this one. I've got 2 hooks, Savage has got 2, Care Bear and Vinyl both have 1. That's one of the other people I'm going to give a shout out to, is Vinyl Vixen. She's supposed to get her name switched up here soon to that back on Twitch. It is Lady Red Snapdragon on Twitch. I want to give her a shout out for the fact that she helped Care Bear get a lot of her Steam stuff set up, and with her doing that, I gotta give her a shout out. She come over, gave up a couple hours every day to get the might. I should be able to. Already got 2 hooks, so. Alright, guys. Get some smashing pumpkins in. Was that your third? Alright, guys. Alright, guys, we got a W for the team. Alright, I guess we got another achievement. We got the Midwich Music Room Generator. I'll take that. I gotta give it to that plague. They were a good shot with that vomit. I've played other plagues that they couldn't hit you worth a crap on it. They get lucky. So, give the killer a shout out on that one. So, yeah, we'll take that W. That's what's up. got Fang Ming tonight. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna keep Bill out of here with. Since we're all running Lady Survivors, I'm gonna keep with that. Use Fang tonight. I'll up my med kit. I only got one of these. Alright guys, so usually when I'm playing, if y'all are curious, when I'm running my build for Fang, I usually run Technician. I'm usually running Windows of Opportunity, so I have areas where I can loop the killer, so I know where my pallets and my vaults are at. And then I usually use alerts, so in case the killer uses a break action, I know where his location is throughout the game. And then, like I said, Technician, which helps so I don't pop a gen and notify the killer. And then Iron Will to help ease my injured status noise. So, me whimpering and all that. With that being said, we're just waiting for the match to load in. We appreciate all the support of everybody coming in, hanging out with us tonight. Like I said, I want to give Lady Red Snapdragon a shout out, or Vinyl Vixens, her extra gamer tag. She's hoping to get the Lady Red Snapdragon switched and here soon. But she'll be back streaming in November. Go check her out. She's an awesome streamer. And then my other half, Care Bear 1641, she's a heck of a DVD survivor main with Sable. She's, I think, a Prestige 72 at this point right now. She has been killing it. She's the type, if you want to watch a whole lot of memeing and messing with the killer, she'll boop the snoot, she'll pet the dog. She knows all the little quirks and little DVD that a lot of the mainstream streamers are using. I'm just kind of getting into that. Some of the stuff she says, I chuckle and shake my head at, and then she does the same to me. So go check them out. And then the other person I'm gonna give a shout out to is Sally McSusan. She's not on right now, but I like to give her a shout out because it's her stream really that started this kind of us wanting a little adventure, wanting to try this out. It was the way she had fun on the stream, and just the whole community idea, and that got her, my other half, really into it, and then got me really into it, wanting to try it. So I had to give her a shout out. I had to give Vinyl a shout out for spending time over here at our place, because we're all kind of local together. Me and Care Bear and Vinyl all know each other for quite a long time, and we like to give her a shout out. Excuse me, and thank her for all the time she's been over here trying to help Care Bear get her PC set up and get that side of things going. So looks like we readied up. guys, we don't know who we've got yet. The basement's in the main building, the theater. I am going to go up here, try to get this one. I'll take the chance of getting caught up in here. Oh, it's the pig. Oh, I messed up. I thought they were behind me. Right out the gate. Alright guys, that's alright. We'll get it. We'll get off here and try to get some help. Hey guys, I was about to say, she's creeping around coming back. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry, I ain't brought that up yet. There is a code bannered on my chat. Care Bear posted it. It's all the way up at the beginning. But if you go in, Care Bear has the DVD code for this time right now. Oh. Who's hooked? Savage? Alright, I'm headed to get him. After you. Just playing some pinball while I'm playing the game. I was wondering if she'd see me sitting there. Oh, they got me. Oh, they put me in a corner. Nobody put baby in the corner. Alright, guys. Oh, I missed that one. I almost hit it. I looped the killer a little bit on that one. It's not my best. It's not my best thing to do as far as like skill wise, but I can do it every once in a while. Alright guys, we're doing alright. Try to just get some progress on another generator to help. Alright guys, I think this is going to be it on me for this one. The killer's got my number this game. Yep, that's my third hook. I got the sky hatch tonight. That's alright guys. Not everyone's a W, but at the same time everyone can be, because of the fact that we're a team. If one person gets out tonight, whether it be through the hatch or through the gate, at the very end once we're all gone, we hope that somebody does and we get the W. That's a team W. We'll take that. And yeah. Keep going on. Alright guys, I'm actually gonna give that killer a thumbs up. That was a good pick. Very well played. Alright, guys, we're gonna get some stuff done while everybody's still in the game. I should have spectated, but I backed out way too soon. Um, claim our rift rewards for right now. And then we have, I need to go ahead and get the pass. Every time I get the extra cash, I end up buying either like a couple bucks here and there. I usually end up like buying one of the games I wanted or something instead of getting getting something for the game that I already have. So, with that being said, see here we got our challenge. Let's get our loadout done. Do some blood web real quick. They got my bloody party streamers. Yeah, Care Bear has that same issue, Tiny. Um, she gets to the point where she has sneeze attacks um, for like 5 minute time spans, and allergies down here in Northeast Florida kill her all the time. It's horrible on her. She'll wake up and she'll start sniffling, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, so she feels that pain about the allergies. Alright guys, that's all the blood web I can do for right this minute. They're all on a match still, so we're kinda on a hold. Um yeah, when the barometric pressure drops and stuff, that's why people that have injuries and stuff can feel it, or getting older can feel it in their bodies, is that barometric pressure drops and changes, and that's that feeling you get in your body, and it's wild. That's how it happens, and I have that certain times a year too. Um, we talk about it all the time. If I get a sniffle, like a little sniffle, she get, Care Bear gets the flu, and if I get the flu, she's out for a week and a half sick. So, I try to keep, we try to keep her pumped with vitamins and keep allergy medicine on hand readily. Plus, we both have sports injuries from when we were kids, and not like super serious, just wear and tear. And she had a knee injury, and she has back issues. So we're constantly feeling that atmospheric pressure, um, body bothering feeling. So Yeah, we we 100% feel you on that, Tiny. Carrie uses, or Care Bear uses, if she uses Benadryl, she's out cold about an hour later. So she tries to use something non-drowsy. Every once in a while, she'll get Tylenol, like that Tylenol allergy and sinus, and that helps. But we usually try to use the Walmart brand or the Dollar General brand of allergy medication. I think those are the three she usually uses. I haven't. She's been getting them when she's out, so I haven't had to buy her some here lately. But yeah, we usually, if she does Benadryl, it puts her out like a light, and then the Equate or the Walmart brand allergy medicine, or she uses the Tylenol allergy and sinus, and then a lot of tissues. She messes with me all the time. She's like, "I'm gonna rip it off." I'm like, "No, no, I like your nose. Don't rip it off." And if you're a lady, you'll understand this. She she hates it when she gets into her sneezing fits because she's constantly having to go change. So if you're a lady, you understand. Um, if you're a guy, uh, I've only laughed once, a couple times that it's so hard that I had to pee, but I got to the bathroom in time, so I don't even know what sneezing so much you have to pee feels like. So with that being said, I wouldn't want to. So yeah, Care Bear has to deal with that. But yeah, we try to keep, like I said, Benadryl and a couple other things on hand for her. She usually has either a roll of toilet paper or a big box of tissues by her nightstand when allergy season really starts hitting, which is usually spring for us down here in Northeast Florida, Jacksonville area. So we all we all the time have high tree pollen, high grass. Uh, she's allergic to cats. Like, she can't be in a house with them for very long unless they're hypoallergenic. Um, Dog dander, she's fine with. If she does a whole lot of cleaning in a really dusty house, um, that doesn't help her because I help her from time to time do a little side job she has where she does house cleaning for people if they need it. Um, and then, like I said, the grass dander, the tree pollen, and dandelion and all that gets to her too. So summer down here is a nightmare for her when it comes to allergies. All right. All right, guys. They had a slug race at the end of their match. That was pretty cool. I wish I would have spectated. We could have seen that. Those are kind of fun when you get a killer right at the end. If they're cool, they'll let you line up at the gate and down you, and then y'all all race out as down people. But you got to wait till he gets up in front of you and does his swing, and that's your go mark. So it's actually pretty cool. It's fun when you get a killer that meme, and that's why I said I don't know if I did it or not. That's why I said I was gonna give that the pig thumbs up because not only was the way they played the game good gameplay, but they they seemed like a pretty good killer. Um, they could have tunneled me right out the gate, got me 3 hooks, boom, done, and did that to somebody else. But they kind of went around and went after everybody a little bit. So So, Tiny, are y'all getting cold weather where y'all are at right now? Um, I say cold weather. It's like 65 or so here. The last couple days here in Florida, um, right here by the Georgia line. We're like an hour and a half, 2 hours from the Georgia-Florida border. So um, it's like 65, 70 today. Um, not really cold, but it's chilly. And I am a cold weather kind of person. I don't mind the heat because I get to go to the beach and go fishing. But if I had to pick a time of year, fall, winter time, that's my jam. I'm already a hot person. Like Care Bear will tell you, like if when we sleep at night, like I'm a furnace. If she's got if she's got cold hands or she's cold at some point, she usually comes over and puts them on my arm or on my rib cage and just to warm them up. I'm just high body heat all the time. All right, me and Savage are ready up. We're waiting for Care Bear to finish up with her challenge. Oh wow, yeah. I see. I like that kind of weather. I was actually stationed when I was in the service in Washington State. Um, I was actually Tacoma, Lakewood, Washington area of Washington State. I loved the weather up there. I used to have to ride a bicycle to work while my car was down during the winter time. So when I was up there, I actually nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I actually was stationed like Care Bear had said on one of her streams. I was actually stationed at McCord, which is now uh, Fort Lewis Joint Base McCord. Um, I was stationed there for about 3 years. Me and me and the Air Force didn't see eye to eye. I know a lot of people talk about how easy it is in the Air Force, but they got a lot of strict rules about how you present yourself and if you don't pay your bills on time and stuff like that. I had some issues with that and being a young kid, and I regret the things that happened, but like they were getting everybody out of the military at that time in '07. So because I had gotten a couple write-ups, they were discharging everybody and thinning out the military, and I got discharged as a part of it. I didn't do anything super bad, but I didn't do anything great to be able to stay in. So, I mean, I did my job while I was there. I was a C-17 crew chief. But yeah, I loved Washington, the area. I would go back and visit. I would love to go take Care Bear up and let her see the Space Needle, um, and let her see Forks, where they filmed Twilight at, because I got to see Forks while I was stationed there before it got big because of Twilight. Um, and then I actually got to go see. It's called Grays Harbor, Washington, and if you like Nirvana or anything, Kurt Cobain, if I'm if I'm remembering right, is from that area. He's actually from that area of Washington, is Grays Harbor and Forks area. But like I said, I was out there about 3 years and absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was awesome. I had a great time out there. We actually had when I was stationed there in '05 or '06, we had the United States record for the longest time with measurable rain, and it was 33 days. Like I tell people, like the military is one of those things. If you're wanting to travel, you've got to make a career of it. You're not always going to get that right out the gate. You could be stationed at home. Um, if you so like with my situation, like I support all of our military. Like I feel most people should, or all of us should. But with the Air Force, when I was in, um, my first incident with them, I had it's called career development courses, which I did excellent in school, but they're like booklets you got to read and do like an open book questionnaire in. Well, they tell you you have this much time. Well, I would do it, and then you would get told that hey, you got to go to the gym, you got to go work out, and you got to do this other stuff. So I would work on it and then put it on the back burner, work on it in the back burner while I procrastinated too much, which caused some issues on my end, and I got into trouble for that. And then I was married. I've actually been married twice before, but the first marriage, um, me and the lady I was with, we ended up getting some rings and stuff on credit, and I had already talked to the finance division of the company, along with the finance part of the military, was helping me get my budgeting in order and get me on, help me get into a routine of doing a budget. And they still called my supervisor on me, and I got wrote up for that. And then I had a dog. He was a pit bull, which he was about 6 months old. He was still a puppy. Well, the neighbor lady next to me in base housing had a Chihuahua. Well, the Chihuahua, we had what's called shadow box fencing, and it was a plank on each side of a 2x4 board, and the Chihuahua would stick its head through the fence and bark at my pit bull. Well, like I said, he's a puppy. Well, he pulled one plank off of base housing fencing and chewed the bottom up, and they wrote me up for my dog destroying base housing, and I got a letter of reprimand for that. So I got 3 letters of reprimand from my master sergeant in a 2-year time period, and like I said, they were discharging everybody. So if you get 3 letters of reprimand, you get an Article 15, and when I got an Article 15, that qualified me for getting a what's called a general discharge under honorable conditions, because I didn't get a DUI or I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't deserve a dishonorable, but I also didn't deserve, because according to them I didn't do anything g- great. I didn't deserve a honorable discharge, so I didn't get any of my benefits. I'm still got to fight for my GI Bill, which I have to write a senator and send or try to find a representative to fight for me in Washington. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I don't hold a grudge against the military. I love our military. At any point, I don't care if they're Army, National Guard, or whatever. They will have to write the ultimate check. Anybody has to. If they decided to join, they could be a secretary, but if stuff hits the fan, that could be called upon them. And at some point, there's always a little spot. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, you did it only did it for college." Some part of you to join, volunteer to join, knowing that that could be the check that you cash, is there is some patriotism in that. And I will always support our men and women and the uniform, but there's some of the political side of it that I don't agree with. There was times that I just couldn't do my job, I would have to go out and clean the floors because we had somebody coming in and not just get a plane finished up and working right and get it back out to where it's ready to fly. So I hated that. But I love the military still. It's actually probably about time for me to change that up, Care Bear. If y'all hear me talking to somebody, I am playing with Care Bear on DVD right now. She's streaming as well. We're actually sitting in the same room together. So if it sounds like I'm talking to her, I absolutely am. Um, she was just talking about my Twitch. My Twitch actually says Cowboy86420. My my Xbox username is Cowboy420ttv-Come. Xbox added that last 628 on there. But I am actually about hit my 30-day mark where I hit my 30-day mark where I could probably change my name to the Cowboy420ttv. B-Sizzle, appreciate you coming in. Thank you for the chat. What's going on? So you were the pig? Hide behind a fence real quick. Let me give B-Sizzle a follow back real quick. Oh, nope. There we go. Yeah, I was just talking about you. I appreciate you, man. Or, ma'am. Either or, sorry. But yeah, I was just talking about your gameplay. Like, as the pig, like, your gameplay was good. Like, the squatting. That is my favorite killer. I am a huge horror movie fan, so the movie Saw is my jam. So when I see that killer, whether I get hooked or tunneled or whatever right out the gate, I absolutely enjoy playing against them. That was awesome. Yeah, that was a good game. And like I said, it's fun to see a killer do the So, yeah, I enjoy playing against the pig. It's a challenge. That and always, like, hoping I get the hit. Or the hat. Oh, no, it's all good. I mean, it's part of the game. Like, even if you're memeing, if you happen to get us on Death Hook or get me on Death Hook and you don't realize it and you hook me, I'm not that big of a grudge holder on that. It's a game. It's a fun game, but it's a game, and I try to do my best and hang in there with everybody. It's funny because I actually started Air Bear into this game. So, but yeah, no, the pig is by far my favorite killer. I just haven't got them yet, and yeah, I was hoping that they would add like one other possible person from Saul, maybe like the chick from the movie that originally ended up in the mask, or in the not the first one, but the chick with the hat. I got you. Yeah, no, you're welcome. And yeah, no, me and Care Bear play together on Dead by Daylight. Like I said, I had a bunch of buddies that play, and when we first all started playing together, all my buddies and me, I was I wasn't very good, so but we would all play uh do the quads together. And when we would do quads, we'd all be on chat and stuff. So I started having Care Bear. Um, she started playing with us as a survivor, and then after they kind of fell off playing DVD for a while, she started playing on her own and just took off as a survivor and watching other players and watching Sable or Sally play, and that's where we started really wanting to start our streams, was watching her. Alright guys, it looks like we got another slug race, but with a mic. This is awesome. Yes, I actually I do have a YouTube B-Sizzle. I do have some gameplay as me as a killer. I play as a trapper, a death slinger. I just got the Oni and the I'm trying to get the knight at least to a level 1. I got the Oni to a level 1, and then my trapper is I think a level 7, and my death slinger's like I think a level 2 or 3. Alright, slug races, guys. Yeah, my YouTube is Cowboy420. It should be posted by now, but I played as Death Slinger about halfway through. It's a little bit long. I haven't started clipping my, I haven't started like clipping in my streams yet to my YouTube where there's smaller segments. But if you go over there about halfway through, I played Death Slinger. Yeah, Care Bear was on the chat earlier when I played, and I quick draw shot somebody from about, I'd say about 15 meters or so. But yeah, Pyramid Head is actually the one killer other than Nemesis that I absolutely want to get. It's a challenge. It really is, especially if you get some people that when you're first starting out, they automatically know you're Death Slinger, because everybody wants to do that wobble back and forth walk. And me and Care Bear are console players, so the latency between console and PC is there's a speed difference when you're watching as a console player. Oh, nice. Yeah. So, you're like when you were playing as Pig, your speed, if you were to play against me as Pig, your speed as a survivor would be faster than mine. Your movements and everything would be faster. So that actually helps when you're playing as PC as a PC killer against a bunch of console player survivors. The clipping speed of the actual video and everything is way faster or better. And But yeah, no. Pyramid Head is actually. I have a bunch of like horror movie characters that I absolutely love because I grew up in the era where my grandfather introduced me to a horror movie at 8 years old. The first one I watched was The Exorcist, the original. Well, I always got into that jump scare thing, but I've watched so much of it, it's rare that I get it. So, um, I'm actually 38, turned 38 this year. Um, so I've watched tons of the older horror movies. So like, um, nice, nice. Whoop whoop, go 30s. Care Bear just, I'm not trying to give it away, but she just left us this year. She left the 30s this year without giving too much away. So, but Pyramid Head is my favorite killer. Like I'm a pretty decent sized guy. So I actually one of the places we lived at neighborhoods, I was going to try to build a pyramid head and carry around like a foam axe and do the whole pyramid thing for Halloween. So we're gonna get back in the lobby. Sorry guys, I got to chatting. Yeah, I thought it was going to be cool, and I've got a couple people I know. I was going to see if I could get a fog machine rented and have them fog up the road ahead of me. Um, with us living here in Jacksonville, we actually have talked about it. If I could guarantee the bills here in the house for Care Bear would be okay, and for the roommate, I would take time and go down to Orlando and be a scareger for Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, dry ice would work too. Um, just a little bit of water and dry ice in a cooler, and let somebody like walk ahead or um, drive it in like the trunk of a car and let it fall out of the trunk of the car. But yeah, no, I thought about being a scareger at Halloween Horror Nights. I actually talked to a guy down there last time we visited for Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, that would be pretty cool too. The cheap smoke bombs. Yeah, those would probably work. A handful of them, like all lit at the same time. All right, we got another shirt. But yeah, no, there's been a couple other like horror movie people that I'd like to play or like to dress up as or do some stuff as far as like cosplay. One of them being the Wolfman. Like I said, I'm a pretty decent sized guy, so a couple years ago I grew my beard out and it was about down to the top of my chest, below my collarbone. So what I was planning on doing for Halloween that year was kind of trimming it up and going as the original Wolfman. But yeah, but like I was saying, the Pyramid Head, um, the Nemesis, the Pig. I'm happy they brought Chucky in, but he is a pain to play against. It's fun, but it is definitely a challenge. Um, I like that they got Freddy, and then I was happy with the fact that they got Alien in here too. I take it you are not a Chucky fan. Yeah, no oops. No oops, B. It's all good. Like, no, I get it. I know. We've got a buddy of mine that Care Bear was talking about doing a Chucky slash Tiffany cosplay for a Halloween party, and a good buddy of ours is terrified of Chucky. So he, oh, I thought you meant like the horror movie uh, mess with you a little bit. Yeah, no, I can't stand playing against him in the game, me personally. Um, it's already enough that you got to deal with somebody that's half the size of everything on the map, including the grass. And then they made him almost a stealth killer, and then he can lunge over pallets. Like, I can get if you let him run under pallets, but the whole lunging thing. See, I get Victor because Victor's like an add-on to Charlotte, but yeah, nice, nice. That's what's up. Yeah, Chucky's winning right now. I'm not surprised. There is a lot of people that, uh, when Chucky come out, it messed with a lot of kids because they had that style doll. It wasn't exactly that doll, but the Cabbage Patch kids were big. The Garbage Pail kids were big, so it creeped a lot of kids out. Of course, Blade's classic. I was so happy that they brought him back in Wolverine versus Deadpool, or Wolverine and Deadpool. But like my buddy said, we kind of done without Elektra in it. They could have probably brought in like, um, showed up like 90s X-Men Rogue or something instead of Elektra. So doing 2000s next week with the horror movie thing. See here, 2000s Paranormal Activity. What other ones? Big ones. 2000s. Insidious. Most of the first Conjuring I think was in there. Silent Hill. Paranormal Activity. I liked it because of the way it was shot. It wasn't as bad as Blair Witch, but I liked the home movie. It gave it a different feel. Um, what killed it for me, I actually have up to the Ghost Dimension. I think it is they made, and I got that because it was in a pack at Walmart for most of them. So I decided I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do these and then um, get these and that'll be it. I haven't even watched the last couple they put out of Paranormal Activity. I did not like that at all. I thought they were cheap. Insidious was a really good scary movie. Um, that is one of the last scary movies here lately that actually has got me, like, jump scare got me. Yeah, and that's the thing for me is I've been a I've been a horror movie fan so long. There's very few horror movies that scare me. That and I'm kind of a realist, so like when I watch a horror movie, unless it's based on like a John Wayne Gacy or somebody like that, um, I don't have a second thought because I know it's fiction. Most of your good horror movies are kind of loosely based around somebody, but um, yeah, they Insidious is one of the few ones here of late that actually got me pretty good. It's funny because when I was a kid, The Exorcist didn't scare me, and growing up here in Florida, like I was actually born um, not not in the state, but when I got growing up here, when I got old enough, my parents took me to the beach and stuff. The movie that scared me more than any of them was freaking Jaws. I used to have nightmares about it, even though you knew the shark was fake looking. It was about the water and a giant man-eating shark coming around. So something like that scared the Jesus out of me. What'd you think of the Conjuring and all that? I actually like them telling the story of the Warrens and some of their investigations. Because if there's anybody in the world that that has dealt with wild stuff beyond like what people believe in, it's them too. And if you're wondering, I do believe in spirits and stuff like that. Um, just because I'm not I'm not one of those that I think like everything that bumps in the night is a ghost. I think most things can be explained. But yeah, gore doesn't scare. If it's gory, that's different than like a really really good jump scare. That was the thing about Freddy. Like, I forget what Freddy movie it was where uh, the whole ceiling and everything explodes with blood. That wasn't really scary for me. Freddy didn't. Freddy didn't scare me. Um, Jason didn't scare me as a kid. Mike Myers didn't scare me as a kid. Um, Chucky, I didn't really get scared with Chucky, more as so that my grandmother, one of my grandmothers, had a bunch of porcelain dolls. So I didn't like Chucky because of that. But yeah, other than that, gore doesn't scare me. Um, like I absolutely love it, which kind of sucks because Care Bear is terrified of clowns. So I can't watch it. I can't watch. All right, we got a Nodders, but yeah, me and Care Bear watch. Um, Me and Care Bear watch like creepy videos all the time on YouTube and stuff, and the ones with the porcelain dolls get her all the time. She's like the dude in the Geico commercial, like, nope, nope, I'm not doing this. I am out. But yeah, no, we have, like, for me, I've done a lot of things when I was in my 20s that, like, most people don't do in a lifetime. Like, I've skydived, I've bungee jumped, and rock climbed and stuff like that. But I love horror movies. Actually, the older I got, the one thing that I got away from doing was riding roller coasters because I worked on planes and I know hydraulics work, and hydraulics just fail. So I don't like roller coasters that go upside down. If I was to jump out of the plane, there's a really good chance if something fails, I'm not gonna survive that bounce. But with that being said, if I fall from a helicopter or from an airplane, um, I'm not gonna survive that either. But if, or after jumping out of one, but if I fall from a roller coaster, yeah, probably there's a good chance I'm gonna fall and end up. But yeah, I don't do roller coasters because I'd probably survive that fall. But yeah, dolls are scarier than Chucky for sure. Care Bear would agree with you on that one. Like I said, she doesn't do clowns. Um, Halloween Horror Nights got her pretty good a couple of years ago with it. And then we were at Halloween Horror Nights, and one of the last rooms of a house was all candy striped red and white, and every every third statue wasn't a statue; it was a person dressed as a clown. So yeah, she walked in, and I thought she was going to faint. And then she almost punched a clown walking through the crowd because that's when they had him in a scare zone. Oh yeah, yeah, she was scared to death. Um, we were walking. If you've been to Universal Studios, we were walking through the Simpsons area, and I had my arm around her neck, just kind of like holding her, like old school, just me and my old lady cruising. And she had a hold of my hand, and this clown walked by and stuck a hammer, like a fake hammer, in her face. He goes, eh, eh. And if I wouldn't have had a hold of her, she'd have hit him with a Mike Tyson right hook and laid that little dude out. Like, he scared the crap out of her. I felt bad because I laughed. Yeah, I'm not the best old man when it comes to people wanting to scare her because I am 100% for it. Like I said, I am a horror movie fan. I absolutely love watching people get scared. And if you can scare me, bravo, because I'm the type of kid that grew up with a stepdad or a dad that would uh, let you stand out by the truck, sneak up behind you, and throw a pack of black cats at you. Hellcat, welcome in. Appreciate it. Appreciate the follow. Oh yeah, yeah. We're country. It's actually funny. My dad's from um, Mass, and he married a lady from East Tennessee with a couple kids. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually from East Tennessee myself. So I grew up. I was born in East Tennessee and grew up down here in Northeast Florida. My mom moved around with my grandparents. Nice. Welcome in from Canada. That is awesome. What part of Canada are you in? I've been up to uh, I've been up to Vancouver when I was stationed. Oh, nice, Ontario. I bet y'all are freezing up there right now. Freaking Canadians, man. Hey, I get along with our Canadian friends. I've been up to Canada. Like I said, I was stationed in the military out on West Coast in Washington State. I was actually went up to Vancouver with some buddies when I was stationed up there about uh, 4 hours north of Tacoma, Seattle area. We went up and had some fries and gravy. But nah, I'm not gonna make a stereotype call. You a hockey fan, Hellcat? Yeah, everybody I've met from Canada is super nice, and every straight dude in America's crush is from Canada, so we can't hate that much. So you a Maple Leaf? No, I'm trying to think. Oh, the Senators. Sorry. Yeah, Ottawa. think it's Ottawa, right? I I grew up I grew up a Bruins fan. Like I said, my dad's from Mass, so I grew up. I got you. Yeah, I've been a Boston Bruins fan since I was about 9 years old. Um, my my baby brother, my mom jokes that she almost named him Tuukka Rask after the Bruins goalie. So we watch hockey, especially since it's hockey season right now, and it's hitting No Shave November. So I keep Nashville on the back of my mind because I am from Tennessee. I root for Nashville, even though it's on the other end of the state from where I'm from. I don't root for the Tennessee Titans. I just don't. I actually root for the Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then I root for the Green Bay Packers. And then college team, I actually root for the Tennessee Volunteers in college football. You're a Cincy Bills fan? All right, I got you. So Cincinnati Bengals and Buffalo Bills? I got you. I get it. Yeah, I don't hate on the Bills even though I root for the Patriots. I like Josh Allen as a quarterback. I think he gets so much crap just because he's been there for a while now, and it seems like he hasn't produced. But you got to look at who he has to go against every year in the league, and then um, that coach come in. That place was not ready for a quarterback like Josh Allen when he first got there, and they finally got the team around him he needs. But yeah, I'm one of those. I root for certain players too, and Josh Allen coming out of Wyoming, I was a big fan of. But yeah, we're hockey fans in this house. My other half will watch the Bruins games with me, but she's actually a Chicago Blackhawk fan. Um, her family's from that area. Um, So she roots for Chicago. I actually grew up most of Boston sports area fans, so I root for the Bruins. I root for the Celtics. I root for the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, Chicago. We actually went and visited up there not too long ago, a couple years back. We got really blessed to be able to do that. Her family actually um, was able to get like 16 tickets to the Cubbies the year they won the World Series, and we got to go see them play at Wrigley Field the year they won the World Series. They were playing the Pirates, so that's this is so cool they did that in here. I like that. First time I seen it on one of the streams, that stuff had me like in awe. I was just staring at that thing for like 30 minutes. But yeah, no, the excuse me, the Cubs are about the only team that I root for that are in Chicago, and it's got a lot to do with I've got family in Louisville, Kentucky, and give a shout out to my family there. And a lot of the time when they are, oh, the unknown got me on a snatch and grab, snatch and go. But yeah, no, Yeah, that sky's pretty cool in that room. Like I said, the first time I seen it, I thought it was like sweet that they did that. Gave some like Harry Potter aesthetic to the map. Oh, what the heck? Well, that was not good gameplay at all. I was so worried about what Savage was doing. I let the killer creep up on me. Ran right into the wall. Alright guys, doing alright so far. Transfer what energy I got so I get some extra take a second. Thank everybody for coming in tonight. B, Hellcat, everybody that's coming in chatted with me tonight. I appreciate you guys so much coming in and hanging out. It's gonna help us try to get affiliated. We've got some work to do. Been trying to do it for the last 30 days, but when the 2 hurricanes hit here in Florida, the first one laid a pine tree on our house, and the second one, luckily we didn't have any damage, but right about this time the second one happened, oh, I sucked. Oh, it's no problem at all. The support is greatly appreciated, guys. I know I say guys a lot. It's a general statement. We hope so. Like I said, Care Bear and I just getting going. Care Bear's hit her 50 followers so far. We're up on our stream time. We've got everybody coming in and chatting with us, which is helping with that, getting affiliated. So everything's going really well for us right now as far as getting this thing affiliated and going. The only thing that hurt us was that downtime we took when the hurricane hit, which happens. It sucked, but we had to do it just to make sure that we were okay. We tried to stream during the whole time when the storm went on the first night, and we did the first night. Helene hit, and then all of us, me and her streamed all night, and then in the middle of the night it set a tree down on the house, so we had to kind of take a couple weeks off and gather ourselves, get the house resituated, do some straightening up, get the tree off the house, and then boom, wouldn't you know it, the next one come in, Milton, and we had to stop, try to get some stuff going as far as getting prepped up, make sure that our boys were good, we were prepared, and that kind of took away from us doing that. And then I had school. I don't know if I had, oh, it did very much a lot of havoc, Hellcat. We actually live about 3 hours, 4 hours from Tampa, and we had a buddy that lives south of here an hour, and it knocked down his privacy fence and tore chunks of shingles off of his roof. We barely got a breeze here on the second one, Milton, and then we had to that was Milton, and then the first one, Helene, come through, and like I said, it hit middle of the like started picking up middle of the night, and about I want to say 2 o'clock in the morning, about I want to say almost a 70-foot pine tree fell on our place, and the way it fell, it actually fell with the length of the house. So it was kind of like caught on the first rafter and suspended up over the house till we could get the money to get it down. Which luckily we had a crew come out the day before Milton hit and got the tree off the house. So now it's just down to repairs and getting it taken care of. Which me and our roommate actually we do so much hands-on construction work in the past. We don't hire, as long as we can afford the materials, we can do all the work ourselves. So we've got probably a 4 foot section of 10 to pull up, some rafters to scab in pieces in, re-plywood, re-paper, re-shingle, and then re-paper, re-plywood, and then put some sealer down, and then put a couple pieces of tin down. So yeah, it was a bit much, but luckily everything's slowly getting back to normal. That's why, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but overall, we're safe. Nobody got hurt. It wasn't thousands of dollars worth of damage, so we're happy with it. Um, I feel for anybody that got hurt during that storm, any of the storms. Um, but at the same time, unless they are just like absolutely not capable of getting out, if you don't evacuate when you got a storm coming in that's a Cat 5, being a Floridian, like unless you know for 100% you're going to be okay, just get out of Dodge. Like, don't chance it. It's not worth it. And then, yeah, we have that we have that thing with the storms here. So I mean, we get the notification of like places like California with earthquakes and stuff, but a lot of people down here, oh, it's not going to be that bad, and then next thing you know, they're part of the list of people that didn't make it out, and it's sad, but it happens. And at the same time, you got people that I laugh about, like what Ron White said. It's not that the wind is blowing; it's what the wind is blowing. Like, if you can, if you can, if you get hit with a Volvo, it doesn't matter how many push-ups you did that morning. If you got a yield sign in your spleen, jogging doesn't come into play. So yeah, no, it's one of those things. Like if it's a category 2, um, I'm me and Care Bear may stick it out more than likely. If it was a Cat 4, Cat 5, and it was a direct hit or a strong Cat 3, we're getting out of Florida for the time. We have family still in East Tennessee, so we'd go out of state for a little bit and then come back with the dogs and see what the damage is. And I have to say this, guys, to the stream. I know there's a point of talking with your stream and a point of rambling. I ramble like crazy, and it drives Care Bear crazy. So, if I start off on one topic and just switch to another, that's why. Is because I am a horrible rambler. Um, I actually started gaming. You're gonna show my age. I started gaming originally with Nintendo, the original Nintendo with original Mario and Duck Hunt. I grew up with that. I actually had my own system when I was a kid before my siblings were born, and then I played Super Nintendo, of course, Super Mario 3, Yoshi's World, all that, and then Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all those games, and then my mom. For a long time, my mom was a single mom of three, so we did a lot of laundry at the laundromat. So I spent hours playing Galaga, 1942, Pac-Man, California Run, USA racing game, and then I kind of got away from gaming for a little while because my siblings and my parents really couldn't afford what was new coming out. So when Dreamcast came out, I only got to play that because I had cousins that had it. And then the system that my parents bought or found, my dad actually found it at a yard sale, was a Sega Genesis that had the Sonic the original game. It had Jurassic Park: The Lost World, and then it had I want to say it was a fighting game. Oh, nice. Pokemon on Game Boy Color. Yeah, I had the original Game Boy, or yeah, me and my sister had the original Game Boy. I had let's see here. I want to say I had. I'm drawing a blank. Well, we had the basics. We had like Tetris and stuff like that. We had a couple, um, like the Batman game. I think come on. Um, I think we had the Batman game come on Game Boy early on. But I'm also the generation. It was Namco come out with the handheld specific game, and they were black and white, like move characters moved across a stationary background, and it, like barrels would roll, and you could see your like the Batman one. You could drive the bat car, and it would take you to the next level. So I grew up playing on those handhelds before Pokemon and all them come out. I wish I still had one, but yeah, I grew up playing Pokemon 2, actually, the originals, the whole red, green and blue, the gold and silver, and then they went into all this crazy stuff too. So I've done all those also, a few of those, and then me and Care Bear got into the Pokemon Go stuff when it come out. But other than that, I played Sega Genesis, and then my parents, when I got in junior, or was a junior in high school, bought my brothers a Nintendo GameCube, and we absolutely wore that thing out playing video games. We had Time Splitters 4, NASCAR, football. My sister actually found one of the first Harry Potter games I remember they made was for GameCube, and it was Harry Potter: The Chamber of Secrets, and you could play actually like just straight up play Quidditch on that thing, and that game was fun as hell to play. But Xbox, about the only game that I've ever wanted to get so I could play PlayStation. The only game I ever wanted off of PlayStation was God of War because I loved that game and the graphics and the whole story behind it. Um, but yeah, we've had quite a few game nights here. My We have a game system, and it's one of the throwback Nintendo game systems, the minis, and it's got like 60 or 70 games on it. And me and Care Bear will sit down at night and play that on a random night, just because it'll play. It has like Dr. Mario, Sega was fun. Like the Sonic games were always a challenge. They were fun to play. Um, the Jurassic Park game, I've like me personally, I've played it for hours as a teenager or a young teenager and never beat it. And I don't know if I ever knew somebody that beat it. That was like the Ninja Turtles game for regular Nintendo. That thing was just stupid crazy to try to play. So, yeah, Sega was fun to play. Dreamcast was cool when it would come out because it was new, it was top of the line. Because that was right about the time they started introducing CDs too. So that laser cut disc thing was real innovative and new. So Sony Dreamcast was pretty cool. And then you got the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and all those. I actually had a PlayStation 2 for a long time, and loved playing it, but I ended up kind of selling it to somebody kind of cheap that wanted a game system for a little kid, for a kid. But I could have just given it to him, but I was kind of hurting money at the time. So, oh wow, we all started together. I am not a fan of this map. Ooh. Right into it. Right out the gate. It is. He's after me. I got stuck on the bed. It gets in the way a lot with me. I got a habit of trying to look around and watch the killer while I'm running, and I get caught in the environment all the time. Oh, that was alright. That's alright, guys. I'm kind of used to being hooked first. It happens. I don't have a generator perk on, so I can't see where it's at. And he's coming. Alright guys, we'll go back and get, I think it's Savage on the hook. He's down. Come on. Med kit. Finish it. Alright, I got healed up, got reset. Guys, if y'all write in the chat and I seem like I'm ignoring you guys, I am. Ooh, crap. I'm not ignoring you guys. I get zoned out playing, and I'm trying to get better about that. That is why I'm not doing the video yet on my stream. I'm trying to get better about interacting with my chat and talking while I'm gaming, because I have a very, very bad habit of doing that, is zoning out while I'm gaming. Oh, I was talking to you guys, wasn't paying attention. Alright, that one was on me. He's sitting here camping everybody, so. Yeah, this one's not going so well. It happens. So, if somebody keeps him occupied, I'll get at least one generator done. Uh-oh. Why? So one thing about playing Mike Myers, if you don't have an open area where you can see him and can't get him to pop that hiding thing, we're doing all right. Go Savage down again. Yeah, I am too, so if Mike gets me again, it's all good. Y'all save yourselves. At least we can pick some blood points up. Yeah, I hope so too, Tiny. I don't know what he's doing. He's just standing there. Or was. Honey Beans, I'm gonna try. We're gonna try to kick their ass. Like I said, like he could have taken me out just now. I don't know what he's doing. He's slugging and then stopped because he could have had me. So I don't know if he's gonna be cool since he got everybody. He got 2 hooks except. Oh wait. Care Bear's got 1 hook. Me and Savage got 2, but he downed Savage. He could have easily had 2 Ks already. So I don't know if he's gonna try to be cool once he gets everybody, get some blood points or what. Hey, we finally got a generator knocked out. Now I just gotta find a void so I can get some points. Jesus, everybody in here? Oh, I hit RB. Alright guys, that kind of sucked. I thought I was going to get him to, with the pallet as he come through, or tried to come through. I guess I didn't hit RB fast enough, or it was the heel. That's my last hook for this match. Maybe CJ can get out somebody. We're going to spectate for a little bit while he's still in it. I usually don't, even if I get 4K'd or totaled or whatever, I usually don't report a killer unless it's something I can technically, I know is something sketchy. I've played DBD enough with against different killers to kind of get an eye for some odd stuff going on. So, unless it's super obvious, Care Bear actually laughed at me one time because I had a survivor when I played killer. I had a hacker, and it was funny because I downed them finally, and they were glitching across the map while they were down. It was hilarious. Like, yeah, that's not obvious. Yeah, I hope the hatch gods show up too. Watch, it's gonna be in the void. I don't know. Where's it? Oh, there it is, right in the middle of the floor. Ah! Hatch spawn for the win. We'll take that. One of the teammates got out. Yeah, we wasn't sure at all. Yeah, we'll take that as a W. Even though I got hooked, 3 hooks and out, it's a team effort. Like, everybody's got to work together. So that's a W for the team. Yeah, we'll take that win right out the gate, guys. Appreciate that. That's awesome. We got that hatch win. Tidy, you definitely manifested that hatch. I gotta say that. You hopped in here on my chat, manifested the hatch gods, and that thing popped up right in the middle of the floor, right in the hallway. That was cool. Alright, guys. And ladies, we are going to get in here. I'm gonna say dudes. I'm a dude, you're a dude, we're all dudes. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the good burger, where I take your order. If you hear random noises, it's just me. I do that from time to time. Like the other day, I was playing and I started singing the first time I had played Freddy against Freddy while on stream and started singing the Freddy uh, theme song. Yeah, we'll take that W all day, guys and ladies. We appreciate all the support, y'all, for coming in and hanging out with us tonight on the stream. It's picking up. We're Care Bear's side's blowing up. I'm picking up a couple followers every day. It's going great. We love all the support you guys are pouring in, especially in the chat when Care Bear was telling everybody about how things were going on Sally's chat and a couple other streamers' chats that have hopped over into hers asking how we're doing. We appreciate the support from all over, from Canada to South Carolina to wherever you may be watching from. We appreciate you and hope y'all are having a good Friday evening. Hanging out with us on stream, whether, like I said, whether or not you've been here for 30 seconds or for the 2 hours and 45 minutes that we've been streaming, we appreciate you greatly here on this channel and over on Care Bears as well. We are a team. We play a lot of DBD together. You may see her hop on Fortnite with me. I do play Fortnite from time to time. I'll also be doing, and I talked with Tiny about this. Tiny, I'm going to give you a shout out on this. I need to get, I think it's Elder Ring or Elder Scrolls. Um, I'm going to buy it so I could stream it one night since you gave it as a shout out. If you've got a game that you play that is not a DBD or a Fortnite, if even if it's a racing game or something like that, throw it down in the chat. You may see me playing it on stream. Um, I'm actually thinking about doing on my Sundays occasionally if I don't have anything going on, because I kind of try to leave my Sundays open for doing stuff with the best friend and doing stuff with Care Bear, going flea markets, going fishing, stuff like that, which maybe some of the streams in the future is me doing some fishing streams from here in Jacksonville. Y'all get to see me on the stream in person. Um, but you may see some of that streams going on. You may see some streams from us at our pool league. Me and Care Bear do shoot pool together. Um, we've been shooting. I've been shooting with her for as long as we've been together. Actually, Tiny, if you go over and you want to see some good fish caught, it's not a good fish. It's a big fish, decently big fish. My YouTube on Cowboy420 over on YouTube has got a lot of my streams, but I posted a video that we uploaded to TikTok, to my TikTok 2 years ago, where we caught a 6-foot shark from shore here in Jacksonville. Me, my best friend, and our good buddy that's from just north of here. Yep, it's Cowboy420 on YouTube. Yeah, it should, hopefully it should pop up right away, but I've got all my streams from up to date from when I started on there. They're not segmented, so they are kind of long. But under my shorts or my clips on YouTube, there should be a 25-second video of me first fighting the fish, and then about, I think it's a 40-second clip of us getting it closer to shore and it coming up to the bank. It actually snapped the line about 4 feet, 3 or 4 feet from shore, and my best friend ran in about ankle deep to shin deep, maybe a little deeper, and grabbed it by the tail and pulled it the rest of the way up on the bank so we could safely remove the hook, get some pictures with it, and then safely revive the shark and get it back on its way. Unless it's a legal size fish and something that we like to eat, most of our fish is catch and release. I do a lot of freshwater fishing here in Jacksonville. I do pond hopping, so if I decide I'm going to do a live stream on Twitch, I'm going to try to figure out how to do a camera holder and do a live stream on Twitch from my camera holder, so I can so I can do some freshwater pond fishing. My personal best bass to date is about 7 pounds. Um, the biggest fish I've ever caught, uh, I caught a 7 foot shark offshore. I've caught a 33-inch cobia. I've caught multiple red snapper. My biggest red snapper is a almost a 40 pounder that Care Bear was there for, but it almost got ate by a Goliath grouper. And then, well, we're guessing a Goliath. That's the only thing we can guess. Yeah, Tiny. It was originally Cowboy 86 420. That was what everything was going to be. But when I tried to add Cowboy 86 420 ttv, it was too long, and they wouldn't let me run with that name, so I had to shorten it up, and I decided to run with Cowboy 420 on it. But yeah, I'm gonna start posting some fishing videos. Me and Care Bear have talked about making sure we, even though we're new to streaming and get the gaming and streaming, we want to give you guys a variety if our followers and our viewers pick up every day. So we don't want it just to be all gaming all the time, because that's not us. Like, we don't just always game. Care Bear is a Disney fanatic, so there may be times that y'all see us streaming from Disney. If it's okay, I don't know if we can do that or not. I know a lot of people stream down there while they're on YouTube or TikTok. So, but Care Bears and I have talked about getting her set up where she can do her diamond art and chat with you guys, or where we're at pool league one night, which there might not be any sound, but one of us will constantly check in the chat and us chatting while we're at pool league. So actually, Tiny, um, I personally, I've been I've been um, trolling and stuff like that. So I've caught mahi, um, a couple mahi. I've caught a big amberjack, but the one fish that I would hope to get is a grouper. I would love to get a legal grouper. Um, if I didn't get a grouper, the only other thing that would probably be about the same thing for me is a, yeah, we're upstairs. Um, it would have to be if I got a chance to go out on a boat that I had a shot at a big yellowfin tuna or a big bluefin. Those are my big three right now, because I live in Florida. Like, I could go to the Gulf and fish for grouper on the bottom, or I could go down south and go out to the Gulf Stream and fish try to troll for yellowfin. See how we do. But we got I'm actually trying to do something here soon. But yeah, no, grouper, as long as the species is in season, I'd like to catch a legal grouper. And then I'd like to get like I said, I'd like to get either a yellowfin tuna or a big bluefin. Like I said, I've caught sharks, I've caught a barracuda, caught a cobia, I've got a mahi, I have a bunch of red snapper, I've got a 27, yeah, no, 26 and some change. Red drum, I've got a 24-inch red drum. I've caught a couple yellowmouths. So I've got a variety of fish that I've caught fishing here in Northeast Florida. caught some big old stingray. Oh, our biggest is 80 pound stingray. I tried to sneak them, see if they would run past me. Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, most of that would be like if I get a chance to go offshore, I'd have to talk with the captain and see if I could stream that live, which would be awesome if I could, because that'd be some really good videos. It'd be a lot of what you see on like Facebook if you find any fishing videos on Facebook. But and to be able to talk to you guys at the same time while doing it would be great. Yeah, I might not be able to respond in chat, but I'd at least be able to see them somehow. Even if I could do like a armband while I have this stream on and something like filming the stream running from my hat to my phone like an outside blink camera. I don't know if that would work. So I got a party hat. I gotta go find a box and see if I can get this thing off. You gave me a box already. You gonna down me again? Nope. Alright, I gotta get upstairs. Nope, that's not an exit. I keep forgetting. Gotta wait for the killer to bust that one. Yeah, I pond fish here in Jacksonville, Tiny, and it's retention ponds. So anything that I catch out of there, I do not keep at all. I'm a catch and release person. I'm gonna run out of time. Watch this. But I'm a catch and release person, so especially in fresh water, unless it's moving water. So I'll catch stuff out of the St. John's and keep it. But if it's a pond around here, I won't even bother with it, because people drive by, throw their trash, it blows into the creeks and into the ditches, and then it floods, and next thing you know, it's polluted as heck. Yep, I'm gonna pop. Yeah, I can't believe I got that hat off. That was wild. That's fun though. I like that. Now I get why you keep asking for one. Even though, like, you're supposed to be doing generators. That was kind of fun. Hello? What are you doing? Oh, screw it. Yeah, but back to what I was saying about the fishing videos and the other stuff. We want to give you guys some different content. So Care Bear has talked about doing some diamond art and chatting with you guys. I want to do some fishing streams for everybody. We have talked about doing some pool league streams, like y'all coming to pool with us kind of night. And then, like I said, give Tiny a shout out because she suggested that game. And Elder Scrolls or Elder Ring, and I really want to get it and do it. Um, and then, so on my Sundays, I'd like to still try to do the game suggestion stream where if once I get like Elder Scroll and stuff, if it's something that I have access to on Game Pass or something like that, if you suggest a game, I will play it. But what it is what I'm talking about doing is the first game of the day is the game that I played the first hour of the stream, hour and a half, and the next person that comes in the stream after that first game suggested whatever game that you suggest after that first hour and a half mark, I'll play that game and then I'll keep going on to that. So that's one of the other stream ideas we had with that, to try to get y'all some more content. I don't know if a whole lot of streamers do that. The game suggestion stream day, whether it be some dumb little game you played every once in a while or what. Like I said, Tiny, you suggested Elder Ring or Elder Scroll. I looked into it. I'm going to try to get the game so I can bring it up on a Sunday and start streaming that every once in a while too. And I think you said something like Oblivion was another one that you played also, because you asked if I had somebody suggest other games like that. So yeah, if you have a game or somebody in your significant other or whatever has a game that they play that you think I might be into, whether it be a little horror game or some dumb like little military combat game, because I am a military veteran, I like that kind of stuff. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so we got a meme and dig. Elden Ring, that was it. Yeah, and you had said something about Dark Souls 3 also, which I had talked to my best friend. He said that he actually does like Dark Souls 3. So I might try to get that one too and try to do a stream of Dark Souls 3. Even though Dark Souls, the original one, drove me crazy the first time I tried to play it. And like I said, there's some other games I've played. There is a game called, oh, let me try to remember the name of that game. I was describing it to you. I appreciate that, Tiny. Yeah. Like I said, I have my best friend. He's played it quite a bit too. As well as Dark Souls. But the game that I was going to tell you about or suggest to you guys in chat is if you like Dead by Daylight or those obscure kind of games. There was a game, I don't know if it's still available, but it's called Bramble. Bramble. I brought it up the last time. Oh, he hit you with the haunting. But yeah, Bramble. It looks like it'd be a kid's game because of the way the stuff's done in it. The way the graphics are and the storyline, it looks like it'd be a kid's game. But when you really get into it, it's about these two kids that get hunted um by trolls. I thought we were doing slug races. But yeah, no. When you get into the game, it's all about this little kid looking for his sister and trying to escape trolls and stuff trying to eat him. It gets really dark really fast. So yeah, it's a kind of dark game. I played it for a little bit and then I got sidetracked by a bunch of other shit. About birding of Isaac, binding of Isaac. Okay, I have to check that one out too. So like my my best friend plays a lot of games like that too. Just he tries obscure games also, and he tried the Life of Pi, I think it was, and he said that was the aggravating game, and he's played Dark Souls a lot. So if you like challenging stuff, maybe look into that one too, Life of Pi. Um, but other than that, I've played a few like mech games, like mechanical, futuristic war games. Um, they had one I played with my buddy for a little while. We were talking about Rust, and I think Pi, like PI. Um, and we were talking about, I think it was Apex. Also, we were talking about. All right, Tanya, I got you. All right, guys, we're gonna get back into our match and see if we can get another pretty cool meme and killer before we get out of here for the evening. All right, guys, me and Care Bear were just kind of signaling each other. It's hit about to hit 11 o'clock here our time, so I know a lot of you guys are on the west or the east coast with us. Um, what about Apex? We were talking about it the last time when I was talking about the game suggestions. Me and my buddy had played it before. I want to say it's a pretty fun game. Also, um, he likes Rust and a couple others like that also. But this is probably going to be our last match of the evening. We appreciate all the support tonight. We're we're gonna keep our weekend open. Y'all may see us on. If you see us on, hop on in the stream. I'm gonna try to put a notification out before I hop on. I think I gotta double check my schedule on here, but I think I have myself scheduled for the weekend. But um, like I said before, I am going to school to work on airplanes, and they have an air show here in Jacksonville this weekend. So we may be at the air show for a little bit. I don't know if I'll be streaming that evening or in the morning before we go to the air show, so I'm not sure about that. But we will talk about it and then try to make a notification on the stream, let you guys know what's going on. So again, appreciate all the support tonight. You guys coming in, chatting with us. All the follows, Hellcat, B Sizzle, Honeybean, um, Jack. Appreciate all y'all coming in and following me tonight, showing me the love on my Twitch. We're gonna ready up so I can quit getting the death stare from Care Bear. Get the Care Bear stare, and it's not a nice one. Which, if you remember the cartoon show, the Care Bear stare and was supposed to defeat evil, so it wasn't really supposed to be a nice thing either. Yeah, guys, I might try to see who's on mine as well tonight. If you're over here watching Care Bear as well, she's talking about raiding somebody. I might try to find somebody tonight to try to raid as well. If you want to stick around, hang out for a second, we'll try to find us somebody to raid. Try to get somebody some new viewers real quick if you're not already following them. I've got a couple people I've started adding. Um, what I have done is, with me being a new streamer myself, it just to help somebody out. If I went through a couple nights ago and watched a couple streamers that had some like real like low follower numbers, and went in and followed them and hung out and talked with them for a little bit, let them know I was a new streamer and stuff. So I'll probably see if they're on and see if we can't go over and hop over and raid into their stream, and then yeah, do that way. Help somebody else out like you guys are helping me out, and that's what this is all about. Like, good game, fun game content, not always serious, just laughs, good time, and the more I get used to this, the more of the dumb side of me that'll come out. Because Care Bear, I tell you, I'm a dork. Um, I'm a nerd. If you want to talk movies, I can talk movies. If you want to talk fandoms, I've got a few myself. I love talking about Lord of the Rings. Some of my fandoms, real quick off the top. I'm one of the few people that you'll find that is not only a Star Trek fan, but I am a Star Wars fan also. My mom was born in the time when Star Wars originally come out, so I grew up watching Star Wars every time it was on. But I also grew up a Star Trek fan because I loved that fiction space travel thing when it was big. Because the original, I liked Leonard Nimoy, but I couldn't stand Captain Kirk, William Shatner. There's something on the wing. Something. Yeah, he drives me crazy. But I love Spock, Leonard Nimoy as Spock. But I grew up with the Captain Picard era, so I grew up with him, Data, and LeVar Burton. So, reading Rainbow. So, with that being said, yeah, I'm ready to. Alright. What am I doing? Is it me? But if you want to talk fandoms, if you're into cars, I don't mind talking cars. Um, I'm starting to learn more about musicals just because of who I'm with, because Care Bear is a musical nut. So if you love musicals, go over, chat with Care Bear. Y'all can talk for hours about musicals and people who played in them on Broadway. Um, when we had XM in the car, she would listen to XM Radio Broadway. If you want to talk sports, I love talking sports. That's my thing. I am a sports nut. Have been for a long time. I have fallen off watching baseball, but there is a personal connection to that. Um, it was kind of rough on me for a lot of years to watch a baseball game after my grandfather passed. So I had that connection with him. So, but yeah, if you like talking sports, football, baseball, basketball, I don't watch NBA on a regular, but I do follow enough to know who's playing most of the time. Um, yeah, Tiny Care Bear did too. All of her family is into music, like all of them. Her aunt and uncle actually met at a playhouse. Um, and then Care Bear sang at church and performed at church, and then her sister did too. Her mom still works for the church and helps out with the musical division, musical side of it, running plays and stuff like that. Oh, that was stupid of me. Is that when you drop your med kit and stuff? But yeah, Tiny, Care Bear absolutely adores musicals. I have a few that are my favorite. I have no problem bringing it up. Like, I absolutely, I know a lot of people give him crap over it, and I don't know if I know he sang some of it, but I absolutely love the Gerard Butler version of Phantom of the Opera. Um, it's got the actress from Shameless in it, and then I also one of my favorite new favorites is I like what they did with the new Hamilton, and then um, the original Broadway Cats musical I've seen a few times, and of course classics like Lion King and stuff like that. Okay, they got you off the hook. Star Quiz got down. You have any favorite musicals, Tiny? Alright guys, we're gonna get this gen. Might have to go back and get Care Bear real quick. Anybody coming to you yet? Alright, somebody's getting me off the hook. Alright. You down somebody else already? He did. You got that Star Quiz. Is that what that says? Alright guys, like I said before, if it sounds like I'm talking to somebody else, I'm asking Care Bear stuff about the game, or trying to make sure somebody's named on the TV screen, because the way our room's set up, I don't actually playing at a desk. To be honest with you, I'm pretty comfortable while I'm playing a video game right here. Oh! Like I said, guys, if y'all coming in here, the gameplay, we try our best. I've been playing DVD for a couple years, but I'm not the best looper, so I get hooked quite a bit. It's coming right to us. Yep. Alright guys, we're gonna see what we can do here. See if we can't find a gen to get on or do something. get out of here doing that. Oh! I messed that up. Alright guys, that was a dumb one on me. I should have flipped my camera around. Oh. Straight to it. That was a death. Sky hatch on that one. Alright guys. Is it close? Oh. God, that was a good death slinger. That was pretty good. Thumbs up on that one. This person they tried. Give them a thumbs up too. Oh, he got worried. Alright, guys. We appreciate everybody coming out and supporting us tonight. That was our last match of the evening, guys. So, again, thank you for coming out and supporting us, coming out, giving us the follows, the chat, hanging out with us for a while tonight. We hit about 3 hours and 25 minutes on the stream. I had about a 4-hour stream earlier today, so we hit about 7.5, close to 7.5 hours of streaming today, hanging out with you guys, just getting some content out there. Again, if you haven't seen my stream, my link is on my Twitch channel. It should be under my bios. My Facebook is on there also, and my Instagram. Those are both my personal Instagrams. They also have the link Care Bears on there as well. So if you do come over there, remember y'all have been respectful so far. Just say it anyway, just to cover my P's and Q's. But our Facebooks are over there, or my Facebook is over there on my social link. My Instagram and then my YouTube should be linked up on my socials on my Twitch. If you guys go over there, send me a friend request. I have no problem with that. Just even if you wanted to, shoot me a little message, say, hey, this is me from Twitch, and I'll add you on there too. But I appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us tonight. And like I said, we may be back on tomorrow. We're going to probably talk about that here in a little bit and see what we want to do tomorrow as far as streaming and what we got going on during the day. And then we'll put a schedule thing out and let you guys know on there. But again, we appreciate you guys so much tonight with all the follow, the support. Trying to get this stream has kind of been one of those things I've kind of questioned. Not because I didn't like gaming or trying to do this, but I have a lot of stuff that with college that I've got to work on in the evenings, and I don't want to get into doing this and get head over heels having fun with this and forgetting to do what I really want to do, and that's get my A&P license so I can work on airplanes again. But at the same time, I want to build this up and kind of get to know you guys in the stream, get to talk with you guys, hang out, chill, and then what we'll do is I want to keep this going no matter how big it gets. I want to keep this going. I know this can become a full-time thing from what I've heard, but even if it say it comes into that case, I'm doing something that I'm enjoying. So with that being said, I'll be doing something I enjoy to bring in money to hang out and pay bills and stuff, and this can be just for fun. If I happen to get to the point where I'm getting the subscribers, doing beans and doing biddies and all that, it'd be awesome. But that's not where I want this stream to go. I want this stream to be more about the fun side. The stuff that I'm doing for college is going to be is my primary, but I'd like to build this thing up where I do have a decent following, get affiliated, and put some really cool content out there. Like I said, I've got an Instagram, I've got a Facebook, I have a TikTok. I just haven't put that on my Twitch yet, which I need to add another social to it if I can. But with that being said, guys, we appreciate y'all coming in, and that's going to be all for tonight. So, again, thank y'all, and y'all have a good evening and great weekend if y'all don't come back in. So, I'm going to stop myself there. What we're going to do is we're going to stop there, and we are going to raid somebody real quick. See who we got. Alright guys, we're going to hop over and we are going to raid into Jay's.